Worst night ever. It's 7 a.m. I slept really well, except for that ground is pretty hard.
The ground is really hard.
Good morning, people.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jennings. Meh. We gotta get this tent packed back up and get over to the popular sites before 9. Good morning. So we just stopped at the Canyon gas station right outside of our campsite. There are several gas stations here on Yellowstone. We got coffee. We filled up with gas. We got some ice. Everything is slam packed back in there. We've got 4 additional sleeping bags this morning and a box of firewood because we bought 2 boxes last night, one for each night.
It is. It's like a game of Tetris back there.
I'm telling you. So
we are winning.
After tonight, we're gonna throw away sleeping bags and not have the firewood, so it should be back to normal.
Yes.
So it's just after 8. Felt like we made pretty good time. We woke up at 7, got everything packed up, tent tore down, and the lady when we checked in said to get to these famous sites before 9:30 in the morning when it really gets crowded. So we should get there around 8:35, 8:40, something like that. So hopefully we'll get a good parking spot. We want to see the
Midway Geyser Basin, which is like the really famous picture that you always see of Yellowstone, and then Old Faithful. Those are kind of the 2 big ones.
2 big ones. So we're gonna do those this morning and then go see about checking into our campsite and maybe do some hiking.
Yes.
All right, we're walking into the Artist Paint Pots on our way down south.
Dangerous ground. Change is the only constant.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the
These aren't even the paint pots,
But
folks.
tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself.
Not cool.
Or I could be somewhere else. No one's stopping me
You guys are crazy.
Explode in your face.
Wow.
make a mistake. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive.
We're going to the Midway Geyser Basin, which hosts the world's largest geyser, Excelsior, and the world's largest hot spring, the Grand Prismatic, which is kind of the iconic Yellowstone
Yes,
thing.
I want to see the Grand Prismatic.
When I'm in this town,
Famous Grand Prismatic Spring. All right, here's the Grand Prismatic Spring right behind us. It is amazing. It's gorgeous.
look at beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
All right, so far, Yellowstone has not disappointed. We have seen all kinds of wildlife.
Yeah.
We just saw the Grand Prismatic Spring.
And the Excelsior Geyser, which is the Midway Geyser Basin.
There you go. Did not know that. So we camped last night at Canyon campsite, which was
Really
amazing.
fantastic.
Hopefully tonight. Where are we camping tonight?
I can't. Bridge Bay is what it's called, I
So
think.
hopefully that's as good because last night was great.
Yes.
So now we're gonna go see Old Faithful, I think, and
Yeah.
then if there's parking, because right now parking for the Grand Prismatic Spring is ridiculous. This overflow parking along the highway is awful,
Yeah.
and then the wait to get into the parking lot down by where you walk up to see it is
crazy.
out onto the main road.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we're gonna see what the parking's like. But
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, so Crazy over here wants to see the Grand Prismatic Spring from the upper level. So here we go. Okay, we are almost there. Is it gonna be worth it?
It's worth it. Worth it.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay, I have to admit, I thought you were a little crazy for wanting to do this, but this is pretty awesome.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me.
All right, we just arrived to Old Faithful. Parking is a nightmare here. We finally found a spot. Yeah, this place is packed. Look at this. Hopefully it's cool. All right, so we are waiting to get into the general store. There's a long line. Mom is waiting in the women's restroom line, which is also long.
I have to check if there's mine.
All right, so we made it inside. Apparently there's restrooms in here as well. Not sure if Mom will be happy about learning that. She did not make it inside. There are 3 parts to this little store. There is a grocery section over here. This is like the main, I guess, souvenir section, and then apparel yonder. To mention, there is no way they have a mug says Jennings. Again.
Yellowstone was set aside as the world's first national park because of its hydrothermal features.
All right, there's Old Faithful. All right, well, we're here at Old Faithful. We don't know how often it erupts, or shoots up, or geysers, or whatever you call that thing.
Whatever the word is.
Oh! There we go. Whoa! I thoroughly enjoyed that, actually.
By the
Pretty
way,
cool.
it's still going.
The power that it has to build up to be able to shoot water up that high, that's pretty cool.
Are we ready to go check into our campsite?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Bridge Bay Campground. It is not quite as nice and wooded as the Canyon Campground, but it is not horrible. So when Leslie checked in, they told her to be on the hunt for, well, not on the hunt, but just be aware that there was some bull elk coming through, grazing through, which we actually saw one on the drive up here. But this is our setup here. Another fire pit, another picnic table, and here is our tent. Unfortunately, it is on gravel, so that should be fun tonight. All right, so we came to the lookout point of the upper rim of the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone for the falls. Something like that. What is this called? The lookout point for the upper rim of the Grand Canyon of the Lower Falls?
This is the lookout point for the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone, as well as the brink of the Lower Falls.
Brink of the Lower Falls. What she said. Wow. That's a long way down.
Aiden said he liked this Grand Canyon more. What do you think, Dad? You got some crazy hair.
I think the real Grand Canyon is better, but that was a pretty cool vista right there.
That's a pretty cool vista. Jennings, what are your thoughts?
This one isn't made by the government.
Okay.
All right, so it sounds like the storms are moving in, so we're frantically making our hot dogs and fire. We threw all the firewood on.
I'm getting some marshmallows.
And s'mores, and it is only 7-11, so trying to get this done before the rain
It's
burns
probably
us
gonna
out.
like die out and
And it's gonna be beautiful.
We're gonna be like, dang it.
I think the storm is moving out west. I think we're okay.
Maybe it is. It's all melty. Chocolatey, melty goodness.
I have an idea.
I think we made it.
I think we made it.
What's your idea? Eh?
Burnt crust.
Burnt crust. What are you? That's not gonna work.
It's gonna work.
Worst night ever. Found out that the tent leaks. It's 1 a.m. Everything in here is wet. The rain has stopped, but we're all wet. The kids, Leslie, they got fed up. They went to the car. It's too cramped for me, so I'm just trying to make it till daylight. And we'll get out of here. What a night.
All right, that was miserable.
So, apparently, our tent has acquired some leaks.
Many leaks. We've had that thing for years. We've camped with it in the rain before. Maybe not an all-night rain like that, but it leaked all night long, and we were very, very wet. The tent, along with all 4 sleeping bags and all 4 pillows, are now in the dumpster. That was a miserable night. The previous night camping was fantastic. Last night, not so much, just because of the rain, really. Oh, and the crying baby.
And there was a crying baby.
If you come to Yellowstone, do not get Bay Bridge camping area. Go for the Bridge Bay camping area. Go for the canyon. Canyon is much better. More trees, feels a little more spread out. This is all everybody cramped in. There's no trees, hardly really. I mean, there's trees around it, but not in the campsites.
Yeah.
Although it was miserable.
They do have deer elk, bull elk.
Bull elk, yeah.
Bull elk.
Those were cool.
Those were cool, but not worth.
Yeah. So Leslie and the kids slept in the car for most of the night.
Let me clarify. Jennings and I slept in the seat together so that we could use each other's body warmth.
And I sat in this seat all night, not slept.
I laid on top of 3 wet sleeping bags with a waterproof jacket, but I was sweating underneath the waterproof jacket, and my pants were wet, and my shoes. I had to go to the bathroom at one point, and my shoes, like, you basically could have filled up a bucket of water from the water inside of them. So
gross.
It was awesome. All right, but
blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try